Have you ever encountered a real-life superhero? There was a guy I went to school with who was a two-time national wrestling champion, terrifying at 6'8" and 290 lbs of solid muscle. He had a reputation for being highly aggressive and vicious in certain situations, but what made him even more intimidating was his tendency to stand up for the smaller students. He wasn't a bully to the regular students. Instead, he took it upon himself to protect them from others. If a bigger kid was picking on someone smaller, he'd step in and immediately put an end to it. I saw this firsthand as a junior. I had been picked on by an edgy senior, and one day he nearly knocked out my tooth after I forgot to bring an extra lunch. I had had enough, so I went to the wrestler and told him what was happening. He simply patted me on the shoulder and said, "From today on, you've got nothing to worry about." I went through the rest of my day thinking little of it. The next day, the senior was absent. He missed the next 3 days of school, and when he finally returned, one side of his face was completely swollen. I remember staring at him in the hall, and for the first time, he didn't walk over to give me trouble. Instead, he lowered his head and hurried away. Later, I thanked the wrestler in the halls. He just gave me a fist bump and said, "No problem." He single-handedly ended bullying in our school, and though teachers knew what he was doing, the principal made it an unspoken rule to turn a blind eye to his actions. The bullying had stopped thanks to him.